Hey, what's happening, y'all? Mark, how's it going? How y'all doing? I'm just heading home after doing some shopping on Metrotown, walking through East Hastings Street. Just want as many people to see this as possible, like the hundreds. We're going through in Vancouver, Canada. We're going through like for the next few days, the temperature is going to be like below freezing, pretty much like -5, -10 degrees. It's snowing. Hey, what's going on? Rochelle, how you doing? How's your night been? 604, how's it going? Nice to see you. Yo, it's -4, that's insane. Yeah, so a lot of tents are just covered in snow. I don't know if there's actually people inside some of these tents, but yeah, anybody outside today, it's gonna be a real struggle staying warm. Yeah, how to pick like Calgary, like places that are extremely cold, like you said, -41 or whatever. Like, do those areas not have homeless people? Like, how are they making it through that type of weather? Hey, Keisha, how's it going? Yeah, I just passed out Hortons. And the crazy thing is, some of those places, like Tim Hortons and McDonald's, like some homeless people, they're gonna be trying to get shelter from the elements in some of those places, and they're not even wanted. Like, even if they're not doing anything wrong, like they're not wanted in a lot of those places. As soon as they enter, pretty much security's gonna get called on them, the cops are gonna get called on them, even if they're just trying to get warm. Hey, thanks Calvin for sharing, appreciate it.
Hey, right here.
This is Vancouver, Canada. I'm going home right now, walking through the downtown east side, Hastings Street. Do you come around here, Keisha? Like in this area? Do you walk through here? Do you feel safe walking through here? Like me personally, I feel safe. Me and sometimes my family, we walk through here pretty much every single day. I feel pretty safe, but I've heard like some people actually don't feel safe walking through here. Oh, the cops kicked him out. Yeah, that's messed up. Alexis, what's happening? I'm carrying a bunch of bags of groceries with me, so sorry if the screen is kind of bouncy. Yo, someone's driving a remote control car. That's pretty cool. It's gonna get stuck in the snow. Yeah, there's plenty of tents out here. Some of them are like covered in snow. They're probably gonna like collapse under the weight of the snow. I said thank you so much, Cassie. Thanks for following. Appreciate it. I'll follow you back. Anybody that wants to follow will follow you back. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, there must be people in here. They wouldn't just abandon their tents, probably. Exactly, I'm freezing too. Like I'm dressed pretty warmly. Still freezing. Yo, that tent that tent over there is covered in so much snow. It almost looked like an igloo. It's crazy. Haven't really had time to look into the whole police scanner thing, but like I said, if you're staying in downtown, you're gonna come across, anytime you're outside, whatever, you're probably gonna come across police incidents all over the place.
In the back.
That's way too far.
Yeah, it's messed up. Hey, that's terrible that happened, Keisha. There's probably gonna be more stories like that. It's horrible. Yeah, like over the next few days, the cold snap, like best scenario, most people staying on the street, they're just gonna get like a cold or something. But yeah, worst scenario, like what Keisha said, there's gonna be people dying from the cold, just trying to stay warm and all that. Sunny Head, thanks for sharing the live, appreciate it. John, thanks for following. Follow you back. And there's snow plows at work. I just saw one pass by earlier. Yeah, and some of them actually do start fires in order to stay warm, and if a cop sees that, I mean, some cops don't bother with it, but some cops will actually tell the person to put the fire out, start harassing them, even though again it's freezing weather. They're trying to keep warm. Hey, how's it going, Em? Some kind of medical situation happening up ahead. Is there really? Major police incident near BC Place. Got any more backstory on that? What's happening over there? I don't think there is anything happening by BC. I just came from near there. I didn't see any cops in that area. Hey, at least you tried, Keisha. That's awesome. Again, that you would be willing to do that. Oh, you live near that? Go check out what's happening if you can. Film it. Do a live on it. It feels pretty cold right now. I don't have gloves on. I'm starting to get that like tingly feeling in my fingers. That kind of numbness feeling. Most of these tents, like, I don't think they're very expensive. You know, they're mostly on the inexpensive side. I think most of these tents out here, I don't think they offer much protection against the cold, against the elements. Most unhoused people aren't even dressed warmly. Some don't even have like socks and all that. I mean, you gotta wear layered clothing. When it gets this cold, I'm probably wearing like 3-4 layers. Pretty much everything, and I'm still cold. Melissa, it's 11 degrees. Where are you? That's actually pretty nice. I think here it's like below freezing. Oh, nice. There's some at Costco right now for like a good price. I'm not. Last time we were there, that was like 2-3 weeks ago, I think. They have some heated gloves. It was like $100. I think that's a pretty good price, probably. Yeah, right now I'm walking through Chinatown. Dog dance, hey, thanks for following, appreciate it, follow you back. It's -6 in Vancouver, dang, that's messed up. Braden, hey, how's it going, nice to see. -43, is that serious? And when it's that cold, the streets must be completely deserted. Pretty much everyone probably like bunkering down in their homes. Hey, thanks Mother Love for following, appreciate it, I'll follow you back. Anybody that wants to follow you back. -10 Chilliwack, that's pretty cold. Miss Carrie Cannon, thank you for following, appreciate it. Sorry to hear that, Keisha. Hey, if you're not comfortable sharing, of course don't, but like, would you mind mentioning which shelter that was so people can avoid it? Like, I actually stayed at a shelter too as an experiment for a couple weeks. I wanted to see like what they go through, like unhoused people, and the same kind of deal. It's pretty terrible there. A bunch of stuff gets stolen. It can be dangerous. Hey, that's a cool looking car. That's a nice. Whoa. Yeah, I used to love those when I was a kid. Remote control cars. Look at that thing go with it. Sarah, thanks for following. Appreciate it. We'll follow you back. Hey, Crunchy Candy, nice to see you. Also, all they've done so far, I think they've opened up some warming shelters. And there's 2 community centers in this area, Carnegie Community Center and Evelyn Saller. Okay, something's happening with this dude. Look at this. I think he's having... Hey, does he want like paramedics? Okay, this guy's having some kind of mental episode. Apparently he's just freezing weather. He's not dressed properly. Okay, I think he might need the paramedics. I'm gonna ask if they want me to call the paramedics for him. Do you know this? Oh, I think there's a fire. I think there's a fire happening. All the cops passing by. They're not gonna help here, I guess, right? Oh. Another troll. Okay, so, hey, do you want paramedics?
Yes.
You want paramedics? You want paramedics? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hey, the cops. Okay, I'm gonna wave the cops down to see if they actually stop. Okay, this guy's... I mean, it's not the cops that should be responding in this situation. It should be paramedics, but they're gonna speed it up. Hey man, can you guys call the paramedics? I think this he's got some mental health or something's going on. Okay.
Is he okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's definitely needs temperature increase and fluid.
Okay, so this is happening, I think, partly because of the cold.
We'll just wait for him. Are you okay? Can you hear us?
I think, yeah, he's gonna need the paramedics.
Hey, just sit down, you're okay?
Actually,
Yeah, I just want to see out there.
oh yeah. It's kind of like a seizure.
Okay, he's having a, I think she knows him. There's a woman, she's awesome. She's been trying to help him. I think she just mentioned that it's some kind of seizure that he might be having.
Hey buddy, just try and stay still, you're okay?
Oh, don't if you want. His brain was asleep and it full fire to the
Okay, I don't know if they called the paramedics yet, but I don't.
control it. Not.
Okay, so cops are gonna call the paramedics, I think.
I can control something. I know it's
Okay, an amazing job by this woman that's helping him. If she hadn't stopped, I don't know how many people have probably passed him by without stopping to check if he's okay. Like something like this, if it goes on, if the person doesn't receive medical attention for that pretty quickly, obviously they could die. Yeah, there's East Hastings Street. Not really, I haven't really done. I just waved down the cops. I think somebody already called them actually, because I didn't really do anything in this situation. It's all the woman. She's the one that stopped to help him. And again, he's not dressed properly. He's just rolling around. There's snow on the ground. It's freezing on the ground. So that's pretty messed up.
Raquel, you've been here the whole time?
Yeah, I know. I just got here like 2 minutes
Did you
ago.
see him fall or anything? Or
No,
is
the
it-
woman's been with him, I think, for the.
I think you said.
Yeah.
You didn't see him like fall in the ice or anything?
No, I didn't see him. You could ask her. Exactly. Again, imagine if that had taken place inside his tent. Like, let's say he was in a tent or something, and that had taken place and nobody had seen it. He probably would have died, and they wouldn't have found out possibly till the morning, the next day. And there's more cops arriving. I don't know why there's more cops arriving and not paramedics. You got more cops coming here. Okay, like, why don't they get him a blanket or something? Like, hey, do you guys have like a blanket or something in your car? Oh, awesome. Okay, they are gonna get him a blanket. Nah, he's not.
Did you call an ambulance already?
No, I didn't call an ambulance.
Okay, I wasn't sure. She said you did.
Oh no, I was,
Okay.
cause I waved you guys down. You guys can probably make it quicker, right? Probably like expedite the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's a long wait.
Oh shit, it's a long wait. Even in this type of, this seems like an emergency.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. They need more workers.
I know
You
exactly.
should be a paramedic.
It's all over. It's happening all
You
over.
should be a paramedic. You'd be
Hey, aren't you?
good.
Do you guys have first aid training?
Not for something like that. But
No, I know.
No, they're just nice on the surface, I think. When I waved the cops down, they actually recognized me and they're like saying something to each other and laughing, so. Exactly, the cops probably don't even, like the guy's been rolling around for like 2 minutes for I don't know how long. The cops, they're just standing around. They didn't even offer him a blanket.
how would you explain this?
No, he's having some kind of seizure. That woman knows him. I don't know if she's like an outreach worker, like friend, family member, but she was saying she actually seems to know. I think it is substance related. The guy might have taken some kind of substance and it has something to do with that, along with the frigid temperatures. I think he's been outside for a long time. He seems unhoused, so. And again, this is probably going to be a similar scene. The next 3-4 days is going to get colder and colder, like minus 11, minus 15 or something in the forecast. More and more people are going to be suffering from the cold. Yo, that's pretty messed up. I know they're saying they're saying it could take a while. I don't know. And that's the thing. Healthcare is one of the other things. It's in shambles. Healthcare crisis, mental health crisis, homelessness crisis, substance issues crisis. There's so much going on in Vancouver. There's so much that needs funding right now. Again, this is why the cops shouldn't be involved in this type of situation, probably.
Ambulance is on the way, okay? Trample up your pants.
Yeah, it could be hypothermia. I think. Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, the guys. Oh.
We haven't got any blankets. Look, we haven't got any. You guys got any blankets?
Like, couldn't they call for backup? Like, call in a blanket. There's so many cops in this area. I think somebody's got to have a blanket, right? Yo, what's that? I don't know where that woman went that was trying to help him. Maybe she went to try to get a blanket from somewhere. I mean, somebody might have a spare blanket around here.
Keep your pants on. Keep your pants on.
Oh, look at.
Pull your pants up, buddy. You're gonna get cold.
I haven't seen. Is this what hypothermia is like? I haven't seen hypothermia before. Like, what it does to a person. Like, that's pretty much all good. They got a blanket. These cops found a blanket in their car. They're gonna get him a blanket. Yeah, wrap that guy up.
Here, I'll stay warm, buddy.
It causes delusions. Okay, that might be what he's.
Just stay down again.
If you look at his face, that kind of seems like what might be happening there. And how long are EMS gonna take? It's not even busy today. Like the streets are pretty.
Yeah, it's not up to us. We call them and hopefully they come quick.
Yeah. It doesn't seem that busy today. Like, typically if you're walking around here, you hear so many sirens, fire, cops, paramedics. You don't. Not really hearing that today. Not really seeing that today.
Did you get a new hat?
Huh?
Is that a new one?
No, it might be.
Same one.
I've got a few hats.
I thought it was a different one. How much for that one? How much for that one?
$20.
$20.
It's a steal.
You stole it?
Huh?
You stole it?
Of course not.
Where from?
Huh?
Where from?
H&M.
Okay, that's where I gotta go. That's a good
Exactly.
deal. My mom has that one.
Your mom, what are you talking about? This is a man's hat. What?
Why can't my mom wear men's hats? She
Is he-
dresses nice. She's stylish. Yep. Very stylish.
Hey, how's it going? No, he's not tweaking. He's going through something else. It's some combination of things. I think it's not one thing. It's like a combination of hypothermia and something to do with substance. Some substance he might have taken. Yeah, exactly. I've seen these same types. I've seen women wearing these types of fedoras. Fedoras are for everyone, pretty much. I'm pretty sure they're just being nice on the surface, but it's possible they actually are nice. Okay, so how long are they gonna take now? I'm not sure. The roads aren't even that bad either. They're pretty like paved around here. The snowplow's been through here, it looks like. I don't think there have been as many accidents and stuff as there were the last snowstorm a few weeks ago. And why is it necessary for 4 cops to be here anyways? Again, that guy's not a danger, he's not a threat. He's just going through something. I'm not sure why there's 4 cops here. And like, wouldn't it be easier for them to drive? Couldn't the cops just drive him to the hospital? Like, St. Paul's isn't that far from here. It might actually be quicker than waiting for an ambulance. Hey, wouldn't you guys be able to like drive him to the hospital instead of waiting for the ambulance? Would that be an option?
No. Not in our policy. It's gotta be medical.
I think it's been like 5-10 minutes already. Yo, maybe offer, there aren't any places nearby to get food, or I would like offer him some, like buy him a pizza or something. Think he wants food? Can he eat right now, you think?
Would you like to give him some food?
I don't know.
Do you think he's in a state?
I don't think
right
he's not gonna be able to eat right now. Yeah,
he's in the state. To eat
yeah.
right now? I'm not a doctor.
He's not in that. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to eat or drink. The guy's gotta be freezing though, lying on the ground like that. That's messed up. Get him something warm. Yo, he's not gonna be able to eat or drink in the condition he's in right now, probably. Or else there's a convenience store open across the street. I would have gotten him something hot to drink, but yeah, they got him a blanket, but it took them like 10 minutes to finally get him that blanket. See, these are the types of things some people are going through. And again, if that woman wasn't around, if she hadn't actually stopped and checked up on him and tried to, ask him what was going on, if he was okay, offered him some help, could have been a bad situation. I think a lot of people actually passed by here as he was like writhing on the ground, and people didn't stop. Like, who knows how many people, I don't know how long he's been doing that, how long that's been going on, but I think a lot of people passed him by without even checking up on him. Exactly. And see, this is what people mean, like, they just gave like $20 million more to the police, and look what the cops are barely doing anything, right? This is why we need more funding for mental health, healthcare, mental health professionals, things like that, right? That's going to be way more helpful to the issues that are taking place in this area. Like, the last thing the city needs is more cops. Look, this paramedics are underfunded too. There aren't even enough paramedics. So even in an emergency situation, sometimes it can take like 20-30 minutes, sometimes even more than that, for paramedics to respond, even in an emergency situation. Like, I was actually at an incident probably, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. I think a person overdosed, and if there were outreach workers there to kind of give that person CPR, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, all that, if they hadn't been there, the paramedics didn't arrive until 20-30 minutes later. If they hadn't attended to him, the outreach workers and all that, that person probably would have died. So more funding for paramedics, more funding for healthcare, more funding for the homelessness situation. I mean, that's what they got to focus on. Exactly, they don't need more cops. That's what I'm saying. Instead of giving more money to the cops, they just gave like $20 million more to the cops, and they're not going to solve any of the complex social issues going on here. Like, that money would have been way better being spent on healthcare, mental health, housing, affordable housing.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently his name is Matthew.
Okay, that's probably information that he might not want out into the public.
It's just his first name. It's no big deal, right?
Well, it is to some people.
And it's public, right?
Well, it's public,
There's no
maybe
privacy in
it's
public.
private, right?
There's no privacy in public.
There is.
No, there isn't. You know that, come on, you gotta know that. Exactly. There's no privacy in public.
Well, his pants are falling off. Do you want to film that too?
Sorry?
Do you want to film his pants coming off? Now, would you give him privacy for that?
Of course.
Okay. Well, you just said there's no privacy, but...
There isn't, but in that situation, obviously.
Okay, well, I'm just using your word to call.
Why are you trying to argue with me anyways? It seems like you're kind of trying to instigate something.
Raquel, I'm not
I'm filming for his own good, right? I'm filming for his protection and stuff and to show what's going on, right? Look at what's going on in this city, right?
Yeah.
We need more mental health professionals. Look, it's been like 20 minutes and the paramedics haven't arrived, right? We need more funding for paramedics, less for the cops. Like
Well,
this.
that's your opinion, that's fine.
Exactly.
Are you,
Of course I'm not gonna film that.
okay?
But why is this dude trying to instigate with me about filming? What the? Just help the person, focus on the person, try to get them warm, try to keep the blanket on them. Don't start arguing with me about this stuff, right?
Not arguing you.
Try to help the guy any way you can. I mean, why not put him in a cruiser, right? Let him get warm in a cruiser. You're not gonna do that either?
No.
Why not? Again, they could. He's like writhing on the ground, right? On the freezing ground. They could stick him in the cruiser until the paramedics get here. Like whatever's going on, he's probably gonna, if it's hypothermia, it's probably gonna be made worse by being on the ground.
Feel free to help wherever can.
It's your job to help him, right? You're getting paid for this pretty much. So again, some of these guys, they claim to care about people, but he's got his pants off, right? He's not in his right state of mind, so he's writhing on the ground. Whatever he's going through, he's kind of taking off his clothes without knowing it. So he's got his pants off right now on the freezing ground. They could stick him in the cruiser, let him get warm in the cruiser. Who knows how long it takes the paramedics to get here, right? Dude's gonna freeze by then. His situation is just gonna be made worse by being on the frozen ground.
Like that.
Got some trolls in here. Okay, I'm not gonna put the camera in that direction right now because, like I said, he doesn't seem to be in a good state of mind right now. So he's taking off his clothes without knowing it. Okay, but I think it's been 15-20 minutes and the paramedics still haven't arrived. And it's funding. It's not like the paramedics are taking their sweet time on purpose, right? There's a lack of paramedics in the city. There's not enough funding. That's just one of the things that they don't have enough funding for, as being underfunded. Okay, he's still writhing on the ground.
Okay. Hey, Matthew, keep the blanket on, Matthew.
Yeah, this is Vancouver, Canada. Okay, so I totally want to get this guy, like, just seeing this, I totally want to give this guy something to eat, something to drink. But in the state he's in right now, he won't be able to probably drink or eat anything. Of course, like at the hospital, they're probably gonna, give him something warm to eat, drink, but, that's pretty messed up. And I don't know what the situation is. Someone said it might be hypothermia, it might be some substance he took, some combination of things, but I mean, try to avoid substances, right? If somebody does it, obviously if people have their reasons, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people, they've gone through a trauma or something, they're trying to numb themselves to the pain of that by taking substances, but dude, totally try to avoid taking substances. Back, she's the one that helped him in the first place. I don't know how many people passed him by without checking on him, but she actually stopped. I mean, she might have saved his life. It's probably the cops. I've heard like some cops actually come into my lives, right? They follow my social media. They come into my life, so ignore the bootlickers. I'm not really paying attention to the screen right now. Typically, if I'm doing it live and there's like trolls in here, I'll kick him out, but I'll get to that later. I mean, this is pretty much proves why less funding for the police, more funding for pretty much everything else. Mental health, nurses, healthcare, Like, look at the cops are barely doing anything in this situation, right?
What would you like us to do, Raquel? Raquel, what would you like us to do?
Like I said, you could stick them in the cruiser while...
Let's not do that. It's against policy.
Huh?
That's not in our policy.
Does policy mean more to you than a human life? Like, you would rather see him freeze? So policy, apparently policy means more to the police than a human life. Instead of letting him get warm, they're invoking their policy or whatever. Apparently that's more important, right? Doesn't matter if the person freezes. Come on now. Since when is policy more important than a human life? That's the cops for you. Not all of them, but come on. I mean, this is pretty much an emergency situation. You can't override your little policy in an emergency situation. Look at that woman's trying to help him get some more clothes on. That's pretty messed up. The cops would refuse to let somebody get warm. Somebody going through a medical situation, refuse to let them get into their car, get warm, because they care more about policy than they do that person, apparently. This is an emergency. Look at the guy. Of course, he's having some kind of type of seizure or something. Who wouldn't consider that an emergency? Look at that. How can anyone not consider that an emergency? He's been writhing on the freezing ground for like 20-25 minutes. He apparently doesn't even know where he is. He was taking off his clothes without knowing it. I think it's like 20 minutes and counting now, and they still haven't arrived. And of course, we got more cops here, but not the paramedics yet. Do you guys have more blankets? That guy needs a blanket. Do you guys have more blankets, possibly? Okay, they're gonna get him another blanket. And that woman's trying to put some more clothes on him.
Are you trying to go by?
She's with
Oh.
us. She's with us. Aaron's Curtis.
Well, if we have, he keeps ticking them off, but hopefully fire comes.
That's crazy that it's taken so long for either of them, either paramedics or fire rescue to arrive. There's a fire department not even far from here. The cops have apparently already called 911. I mean, I don't know if I think there's a code they can put on it, like if the cops call paramedics, like in order to speed it up, like a code 3, code red, code blue. I don't know what it's called. It's one of those codes, but I think they can put one of those through to speed it up. I don't know if they did that.
We obviously did that, Raquel.
You did that? Okay. It's not Raquel, it's Rakesh, come on.
I knew it was something like that.
Raquel, that's a good name too though, Raquel.
You didn't correct me the first time.
More cops arriving? Why are there so many cops here just standing around? That's weird.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Yo, and that woman's awesome. She's doing so much to help the guy. Again, she was the one that found him, I think, writhing on the ground. I don't know if she actually knows him, but kudos to that woman. Beautiful person. This could have had a bad outcome if she hadn't stopped. And okay, I hear sirens. That might be them. That might be the paramedics arriving or fire rescue. Yeah, see, that's how, I mean, take an example from that woman. Like, that's beautiful that she's doing all she can. I don't know, that guy might be the total stranger to her. I don't know if she even knows the guy, but she's doing everything she can to help the guy. Okay, I think that's them. Alright, fire department's here. Nah, it's more than that. It's like that might have something to do with it, like some substance he took, but there's more to it than that. It seems like there's more to it than that. Sorry? No, I don't know what's going on. Hypothermia, some substance he took. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Hey, Matthew, what did you take?
Huh?
I want to help somebody and
Oh, so that guy must be absolutely freezing too. I'm not wearing gloves and my hands are pretty much numb, and that guy, he's been riding on the freezing pavement for like 20-25 minutes. So on top of whatever else he's going through, he's probably freezing as well.
Calm down, buddy.
And so it looks like fire is not going to be able to do much with him. They don't seem to be. Where are the paramedics? Do you know the guy? Thank you so much for helping him. He's a stranger to you? Awesome. Thank you so much. Like, so many people probably passed him by, right? But that's beautiful that you would, again, you'd be willing to help him. You stuck around for like the whole time. What's in it? Do you mind being on camera? I'm doing a live here just to... Hey, this is the beautiful person that helped that guy. She probably saved his life, so... Hey, don't cry. Again, that's amazing what you did. Most people wouldn't be willing to
Just
do
because
that.
I know when they were the ones that I saved were so angry because I take away their rest and peace.
Yeah.
I know that if they fight through, something beautiful will come for them eventually.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. We need more people like you in this world. You're an awesome example. Thank you so much for what you did.
This is like the...
Sorry?
Is there any way that you could help me with something to eat?
With some what? With some food? With some food?
Like a muffin?
Oh yeah, I could buy you something. Is this guy gonna be okay? He's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'll buy you something.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, of course, you deserve it. After what you did, you totally deserve it. Yeah, let's go get some muffins. I'm not gonna jail. Oh, let's go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have credit for anything that's not mine, you know?
Yeah.
So many people understand she loves and really because I told her God's pain itself, and I told them I need to try when they understood all the pain.
It's all.
The moment of absolution when you learn to love.
Yeah, it's mostly people that have gone through the struggle that are willing to help other people that are struggling.
I've done it before, I'm ready.
Yeah, pick something. I don't have that much money, but yeah. Oh,
Like
Oh, nice.
I'm grateful for anything.
that's a beautiful ring. Yeah.
It's my husband.
Oh, that's your
my
husband?
reality
Nice.
is Jesus, and he was too afraid, so he hid. And I said, "I'll do the work." And it's a woman with her wings are removed.
Oh, that's a cool looking ring.
Yeah, I felt I was like, this out of anything that I have right now, this means to me.
That's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Dude, my hands are freezing. I don't know what that guy's going
You know
through.
what?
That's crazy.
I love this place for That's my favorite. What is the thing spend? $3?
No, get like $10 worth of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
How's it going?
Here's the wonderful. Where's the other? Where's the good ice cream? Where's your
You're gonna have ice cream?
Yeah. So ice cream when you're cold actually though, like
yeah.
it'll lower your internal temperature and you get
Right.
what else do I have food?
Oh, you don't take credit? You don't take debit? Oh, you take debit? Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's 4 or 3.
Yeah, they got some. This is a nice convenience store. They got a lot of big selection here.
A banana.
This guy seems cool. Yeah.
Angel food. Of course. Okay, so what am I out here? That's 3 for 5, 25. How much are bananas?
How's it going? Huh? Sorry, man. Oh, you've been in this store, Keisha? Nice. Yeah, so that woman's awesome. She asked me if I could get her some food, and of course, afterwards, I'm gonna get her some food after what she's doing. I told her like pick whatever she would. I don't have that much money right now, but $10. I told her to get $10 worth of stuff. This freezer is locked. Please ask for help to unlock. Well, they actually keep the fridges locked in here. Must be like some kind of theft deterrent or something. Blue bunny strawberry shortcake. Yo, that looks so good. Gotta try some of these. Okay, I'm gonna go back to check. The paramedics still haven't arrived. Let me know when you're done. I'm just gonna. Oh, you're done? Okay, cool.
That's such a nice risk. I had that shit all done. Oh, that's crazy. The paramedics still haven't arrived across the street. They haven't done. They don't know how to do their job then. Put it back up. Debit, please. You know what? Even when I get arrested because I have sensory overload issues and
Yeah.
they cuff me really tight and then they are mean to me.
Sorry, that's
and
happened
they make
here.
me lay on the ground. It's my fault for stealing food. But I've only had 3 charges. 2 times stole food and 1 time pair of shoes.
Oh.
Your feet were wet and raw.
Be careful out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
All right.
in the street for years.
Alright, enjoy the food. Have a good one. Pleasure meeting you. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back and check what's going on across the street. Shit. Ah, that feels so good too, helping somebody. If y'all have the opportunity, if you have the money. I don't even have that much money right now, but it was a pleasure getting some food for that woman. She probably saved that guy's life. So paramedics he's still writhing on the ground. And this is the crazy thing for anyone just tuning in. I asked the cops, right? Instead of it's freezing outside, he's writhing on the cold ground. He's not dressed warmly. There was a point when he was even like taking off his clothes without knowing it. So I asked the cops, can you put him inside the cruiser until the paramedics arrive so he doesn't like catch a cold or something? It doesn't, whatever is happening to him, it doesn't become worse from the cold. And they actually refused to put him in the cruiser and let him get warm in the cruiser while the paramedics arrive. They said it goes against their policy. Like apparently policy is more important to some of these cops than a human being going through something. Yo, he doesn't even have his sock on for some reason. I think he.
What's not good?
Yo, where'd his sock go? Like, put his sock back on.
Anna, you have to walk.
Oh no, I'm just observing. Maybe help get his sock back on if that's possible.
We got an ambulance coming, Austin.
I don't. Yo, he's just screamed, "I need help." Like, who cares if he even dings up the car? Again, this is a human life we're talking about. Who cares about a car? The car can be fixed. The car can be repaired, replaced, or whatever. The car doesn't matter compared to a person's life.
Ambulance is coming up to you, like in the...
It's been like 30 minutes and counting, and the paramedics still haven't arrived because paramedics are one of the things that are going unfunded in the city, yet they keep giving more and more money to the police. And this kind of thing isn't probably going to be covered by mainstream news. Like, how often do you see stories like this covered on CTV, CBC and all that? It's unlikely this stuff's going to be on the news. I could try sending it to them. I've sent some stories in before to mainstream news outlets. I could try sending this to them, see if they want to feature it or whatever, but I don't think they will.
I'm trying to get my home bill across. My home bill, I don't care.
Yo, that's pretty messed up.
Let go of me. Unlawful touching. Don't touch me.
What the heck's going on here?
Unlawfully touching me.
Oh shit.
Unlawfully touching me. Get your fucking hands on me. I can have you.
Let's
Dad,
go.
my family is fucking
Don't put your finger in me,
Dad,
okay?
don't lay your hands on me.
Step back.
You want to get me, right? Bro, my dad was a sergeant killed. My father was a sergeant and killed you, twin. You fucking bag of pig.
There's language there. Keep quiet.
Fucking hell.
That's insensitive.
So that's not a good reaction, which that woman there, but she is right. She does have a point about that cop shouldn't put his hands on anyone. I mean, unless somebody's committed a crime, none of these cops have any authority to put hands on somebody, but still she kind of she might have overreacted a bit in that situation. So this shows you like just how underfunded healthcare and stuff is pretty much falling apart in the city. It's one of healthcare. It's in a situation like this, half an hour, still no paramedics. Firefighters aren't really doing much either. That is Vancouver, Canada. Like, can you imagine? Canada, one of the biggest, like one of the richest countries in the world, and this is the kind of thing that's happening. How busy can the paramedics be today? Like, it's understaffed. That's the thing. There's not enough paramedics in the city. There was actually a couple years ago, summertime, there was a heat dome. There was this thing they called the heat dome, where it got so hot it was like 40 degrees or something, humid, things like that. And mostly disproportionately, it affected people here on the downtown east side, and I think 600 people died in that total. And in those situations too, there was such a slow response time by the paramedics because they're so underfunded that a lot of people died in that situation and probably other situations like this because there was such a slow response time by paramedics. They don't make it to the hospital in time. They die and they're like in critical condition by the time the paramedics actually get there. I don't know what happened to the blanket. Okay, he's writhing. He's like writhing on the ground, so he's having a hard time keeping the blanket on him too. They're not putting the ankle blanket back into place. Like they're just standing around, pretty much staring at him. Even the firefighters, they're just like standing around staring at the guy. Like firefighters probably aren't trained to do this, but like give him a sedative or something, then put him in the back seat of the cruiser. I mean, exactly, they're human beings, right? If somebody's, all these people, the hundreds, thousands of people, homeless people in Vancouver, throughout British Columbia, throughout the world, you know, there might be mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, uncles, aunts. You know, they got hopes and dreams just like anybody else. They want to be happy just like anybody else. They deserve respect and dignity just like anyone else, but for some reason there's so much hostility towards them from some people. And of course, like somebody not having empathy for like terrible people like murderers, rapists, I mean things of that nature, just terrible, bad people. I mean that's understandable, but like most of these people, they're good people. They're good, kind, generous people. They haven't, you know, they're trying to survive, they're trying to live. It is healthcare. A drug issue, even if it were a drug issue, that's still a healthcare issue. He's having some kind of, if he did take some kind of substance or whatever, then obviously he's having some kind of effects from that substance, as well as probably, at this point, he's probably, if he didn't have hypothermia or something before, he's being on the freezing pavement for this long, he's probably got something else happening too now. Are you trying to get through? You can go, they're telling people to go through this way, through the side.
That's good, Matthew.
Yes.
You sit up against the wall. How you feeling?
Yeah, I want to get this guy a hot meal so bad, like a meal, a hot drink, but he's probably gonna get that out of hospital if they actually arrive. I wonder what the estimated time is right now for the ambulance arriving. What, probably another, what, 10-20 minutes? Maybe more. Look at this dude. Again, it's like -4, -5. Yo, what's happening? Nice to see you. Have a good one, Matt. I think somebody recognizes me from Tick Tock or something. He doesn't have socks on. He's riding on the freezing pavement on the snow. They're not letting him go into the cruiser to warm up because of their so-called policy. I know it's been, I don't know if it's been exactly as close to an hour, I think, or at least an hour. Yo, what if this worsens by the time the paramedics get here? Like, what? Count your blessings, people. Like, this is what some people are going through around here, so like myself included. Like, don't take things for granted. Appreciate what you have. This is the kind of thing, this is the kind of struggle some people are going through. Appreciate everything that you have. Be grateful for what you have. Yo, and this is the other thing. Actually, I said to the cops, and I've seen them do this before. Like, why don't you just put him in the cruiser, and why don't you guys just take him to the hospital, right? Because St. Paul's Hospital isn't far from here. It's probably like a couple miles from here. I was like, why don't you guys just take him to the hospital? And they refuse to do that too. They're like, that goes against our policy too. Like, some of these cops have no problem trying to violate people's rights, but they don't want to violate, and they have no problem violating some of their other policies, but for this, they don't want to violate their so-called policies. Like, come on. I'm not sure who that is, no. But it's been like an hour, and ambulance still hasn't arrived. And this gives you kind of more of an appreciation for paramedics. Like, look at this, the cops are pretty much standing around here doing next to nothing. Even the firefighters aren't doing much in this situation, but like, paramedics arrive, you know, they're gonna do a lot. So big ups to most paramedics. I mean, yeah, what's happening? Huh? Yeah, what's up?
Can I get you something?
Huh?
Here's some pull out.
For me?
Yes.
No. Do you mind? Can I give it to a homeless person or something? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing a live right now, man.
I know, I'm watching you.
You're watching?
Yeah.
Yo, what's your name, man? What's your name?
Times, I'm
Time?
on here. Times.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give it to a homeless person right now, on here, on live. Okay. Yo, thank you so much. That dude's awesome. He said he's actually watching the live. He just gave me $20. Of course, I'm not gonna accept this. We have enough money. I'm gonna give it to some homeless person here. Yo, should I just give it to direct to a homeless person, or should I buy him something to eat with this? What do y'all think? Okay, but first, after when the paramedics arrive, I kind of want to see this through. I've been here since pretty much the beginning, so I mean, that guy on the ground, he seems like a nice guy, you know, good human being. So I want to see this through. Yeah, but once the paramedics get here, they take him to the hospital. I'll either give this $20 to an unhoused person in this area, or use it to buy them some food. Buy food? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna buy hot food. Okay, that guy's amazing. I'm not sure. I didn't catch what Times. He said his username, whatever. I think it's Time. So big ups to that guy. That's amazing. Like, so many generous people today, right? I'm running into like a bunch of generous people today. So that guy's amazing. Are you in here? Like, he said he was watching the live. Who are you? Like, the person that gave me that $20? Like, follow that person, subscribe to that person if you want. That person's amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, $20, this is what he gave me. It's gonna make a huge difference to somebody.
You should give him the $20 for Phil.
Who? What?
You should give him the $20. He might need it.
I don't think he needs it right now.
Exactly, not right now. I want to buy that guy a meal so bad. He seems like a good guy, but he's not in that condition right now.
Yeah, we just gotta get her some help.
So in this case, there's more cops arriving. So how many cops have arrived on the scene so far? Like 8, 10, but still no sign of paramedics. Less funding for the police, more funding for paramedics and mental health, social services, housing.
Yeah, I got it.
So I'm not totally sure if somebody's got a medical background in here. Anybody in the live, if you got a medical background, like some person earlier was saying it might be hypothermia, and it might be some kind of substance that he took, possibly, I don't know, some kind of drugs or something. So I don't know if anybody, if y'all have training in the medical field, if you kind of know, see what's happening to him, if you recognize the symptoms. I'm not sure what's going on. It's withdrawal. Okay, some people are saying it might be withdrawal symptoms. But holy shit, he's been on the frozen ground for like 1 hour now. More than an hour. The guy doesn't even have his socks on. He was taking his clothes off earlier without even knowing it, because again, he's not in his right state of mind right now. Absolutely. I'm freezing. Like, I can barely feel, look at my fingers right now. I can barely feel my fingers. And I'm pretty warmly dressed, but I'm not wearing gloves, so like, it's crazy what he must be going through. I'm not sure if it's a naloxone type of situation.
Don't move too much. Try not to move, buddy.
Yeah, couldn't they put him in the fire truck or something while the paramedics arrive?
There you go.
There's no tents nearby here either. If there was like a tent nearby, maybe you could like stay in there until the ambulance arrived. Well, I think they're coming on him, right? How long is it gonna be? Huh? Yeah, exactly. My fingers are like pretty much numb. What's the ETA? Do you know? What? Why? What's taking so long today?
It's just the ambulance. I think they're just crazy busy, or hang tight there, Matthew.
What
Calm
the?
down a little bit, buddy. Yeah?
You know, that woman left too. The woman that found him like this, I think she's the one that. She's the one that stayed with him for a bit. She was trying to get some more clothes on him, get help for him. She left. Like, she was trying to comfort him, trying to keep him as warm as possible for a bit, but I think she had to go somewhere. Yo, this is crazy. I can barely hold my phone anymore. That's how cold it's getting now. Oh. Yo, I'm trying to stay warm too. That's how cold it is. Like, I'm dressed. That's why I'm like moving around right now. I'm trying to stay warm. Standing in one spot doesn't do a good job of keeping you warm. Oh. Yo, it's freezing. It's like minus, I don't know how much it is exactly right now. -6. Jeez. Okay. He just said it's -6. And it's only gonna get colder. The next 2 days are gonna be brutal, especially for people staying on the streets. It's gonna be absolutely brutal. Trying to stay warm in this.
I know. We're helping him already. Thanks, buddy.
They say they're helping him. They're pretty much cops and even the firefighters.
Yeah.
They're pretty much just standing around. Yeah, this is Hastings Street. Where is this exactly? Hastings and Columbia. East Hastings Street and Columbia Street. And again, I didn't get exactly what that person's name was, but a person passing by, he gave me 20 bucks. But of course, I'm not gonna keep this. We got, you know, we got more than enough money. So if he's in here, thank you so much for that. As soon as the paramedics arrive, get him to the hospital, I'm gonna use this money to buy somebody some food from the convenience store, hand it out to some unhoused people here. Paramedics, it's been over an hour and they still haven't arrived. Again, this is kind of a result from being underfunded. Paramedics are one of the things, along with mental health, along with healthcare in general, nurses. It's just completely underfunded. There's a shortage of workers in a lot of areas in healthcare.
Move too much, buddy. Try not to move too much. Matthew, try and stay still, buddy, okay? Just focus on your breathing.
I don't know why they removed one of the blankets from him. But he's writhing around so much on the ground, like unless somebody like totally wrapped him up in a blanket, like he keeps kind of tossing it aside by mistake when he's writhing around. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I actually said this cop. I said that to these cops. I'm like, why don't you just take him to the hospital either, instead of waiting for the ambulance, which I've seen them do before, or like let him stay in the cruiser until the paramedics arrive, so he doesn't like freeze to death pretty much, or get hypothermia or something like that. But they said it goes against policy. That's insane. Okay, I think they're finally getting here now, the paramedics. Oh, that's more fire. Oh, okay, the paramedics just got here. Nice.
Hey, all right? Look warm? Doing okay? Ask me again, but
Okay, the paramedics here at last. This guy's finally gonna get some relief. I know he doesn't even have his socks on. This could be like a frostbite type of situation. I mean, it's crazy that these cops would actually consider their policy more important than the well-being of this guy. Like, they could have put him in the car so long ago, like given him some comfort, but they choose to let him lie out here on the freezing pavement.
Matthew, starting to come down a bit? You know where you are? Yeah? You want to sit up? You want to sit up, buddy?
Okay, I think that paramedic might actually, there was an ambulance that came by here, but that might have been for something else or something, because they still haven't come to attend to the guy. Maybe they're looking for a parking spot or something, I don't know. Initially, it took them like 10 minutes to actually look for a blanket for him. It doesn't seem like it's one of those Narcan situations. What is Narcan? What type of substance is Narcan typically used for? I'm not totally sure about this, but I think somebody might have mentioned that there might be heroin involved here. Okay, I don't know. He stopped riding around, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but is he just tired? Did he fall asleep? What is taking the paramedics so long? Ah, frick. I've got like 30 pounds of groceries on my back. Like I went shopping before this, plus my hands are totally freezing, so I'm trying to, how's it going? Trying to kind of stay warm, readjust this heavy backpack and all that.
Hey, I told you peer-to-peer might work better.
Peer-to-peer, he's right about that. Most people in this area, they feel more comfortable getting help from like these peer-to-peer community services rather than the police and some of these other, even firefighters, paramedics. Yo, and look at his hands. I think his hands are bleeding. Like, look closely at his hands. I think that's blood on his hands from writhing around on the pavement. Okay, paramedics just arrived. See, this is another thing. They could have actually worsened his situation by not putting him in a car, because all they seem to care about is policy. Like all that writhing around on the pavement, on the ice.
Hey boys.
I think he like scratched up his hands too. Looks like his hands are bleeding. Okay, paramedics finally arrived. And in other situations, like there's some cops, they have no problem violating policies, violating rights in other situations, but in emergency situation like this, like this is exactly the type of situation where you don't care about policy, you toss that stuff to the side. Got some trolls in here, possibly. He's not okay, but he's probably gonna be okay, maybe. I know, like how about some urgency? That's pretty crazy, right? Like the person's been on the ground, he's been going through whatever he's going through for like over an hour now. How about you pick up the pace a little? Show some urgency. Yeah, this is Vancouver, Canada. Downtown East Side, Hastings Street, Hastings and Columbia. And I haven't been paying attention to the screen barely at all, so there's probably some like bootlicker troll types in here. Typically they get kicked out when I do these lives, but again, I haven't been paying attention to the screen, so if there are any of those in here, ignore them. I don't know what's going on. They're just like standing around chatting. Like, get him somewhere. Yo, what? Get him inside somewhere.
We're just waiting for the ambulance. Unfortunately, we can't transport him like this. We can't take him in our vehicle. It's too dangerous. If he starts thrashing around again, he's going to injure himself. So
It's better than leaving him on the pavement like this, right?
Yeah,
Hey, can't they offer him sedatives? Like the people that just arrived?
Yeah,
Couldn't they
so-
offer?
Well, unfortunately, we've got to wait for the ambulance to do that, and then they'll transport him, obviously. But we just got to wait, and they've got no one available. So
And he's totally calm now, right? So now would be a good time probably to take him possibly in the cruiser.
perfect time. But we can't take him in the cruiser.
Yeah.
If he starts thrashing around again, and it's not safe to transport. There's like sharp edges in our vehicles. They're not made for transporting.
You could probably like with the siren, with the lights, emergency lights on, everything. St. Paul's is like 2 miles away from
And
here,
then
right?
imagine he starts thrashing again. We'd end up crashing. It's too
I think he's
dangerous.
unconscious. Is he unconscious now or something? Is he sleeping? What's going on?
He's still aware. Yeah, they're just monitoring his breathing. Obviously, standing really close to him, keeping an eye on him.
That's insane that it would take this long for paramedics.
It's sad. I mean, there's nothing we can do. We just have to be patient and wait and keep an eye on him. I'm cold just like you, and I'm sure he's freezing.
Yeah, I know.
My house is right here.
Okay, so I thought Vancouver Fire and Rescue, they arrived. I thought they were going to be able to help him. They got some equipment out here, but apparently they're not going to be able to do much for him either. They're still waiting for the actual paramedics to arrive. And it's been like an hour and I don't know how long. Hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. But how much longer are the paramedics going to be? That's insane.
I know it's not your fault either, but
You guys seem rough.
appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just filming the whole street. I didn't mean to come up on you guys.
Again, this is probably leading to like this situation. If that woman hadn't found him, if she hadn't stuck around, tried to help him, drawn attention to what was going on to him, like this guy could have died. And there's probably the slow response time from paramedics because they're so underfunded. Healthcare is so underfunded. Like this is probably leading to deaths. Yeah, I'm gonna send this to I don't know if they're gonna cover this though. I've sent some stories to them before, but I'll try sending this to them. They should cover this because this is a huge example of so much of what's wrong with Vancouver. Like so much of what's wrong with where the funding is being directed. Yo, he's actually up. The guy's. Yo, they should start I don't know. I'm not too familiar with how to start a GoFundMe, and I don't know what I know what his first name is. But I don't know much about this guy. It'd be awesome to start like a GoFundMe for this guy. Like he seems unhoused. He probably doesn't have much. He's likely staying on the street somewhere. It'd be so awesome to like surprise him with something like that. Like set up a GoFundMe for him. Get a bunch of donations for him. There are some trolls in here, but I don't know what is, like again, he's not in any state right now, I think, to have a conversation, so or else I would get his information from him, like where he's staying right now, his name, something like that, but I don't think, let's see how it goes. I'll try to, And whoever sent it all those, M, thank you so much for those roses. Appreciate. And again, as soon as he gets some help, like there was an awesome person that passed by here. They gave me some, they were watching this live, right? And they, you know, out of the goodness of their hearts, they gave me $20, but I don't need any more. We don't need any more money. So after he's taken away to the hospital, this situation's over with, then I'm gonna get some food from the convenience store across the street and hand it out to unhoused people in the area. I'm trying to stay warm. What? Oh. It's freezing. Oh. Ugh. I mean, anyone that doesn't have sympathy for homeless people, just come down here. Like, try and stand out here for just an hour in this freezing weather, not wearing gloves. Like most unhoused people, they're not properly dressed for this type of weather, right? A lot of them don't have gloves, they don't have boots, warm clothing and all. So try and just stand out here for a little bit and see how it feels. Yo, there's blood, there's something coming out of his, I think there's blood coming out of his mouth. What the frick?
You know where you are, buddy? You hear me? Oh, Matthew, where are you? You know where you are?
I wonder if somebody would be able to give him a ride to the hospital. Like, like the cops aren't willing to take him to the hospital in their cruiser because they seem more concerned about their car being damaged than actually getting this guy to a hospital. So what if somebody wanted to give him a ride to the hospital? Yo, like, anybody got a car, come down here, give this dude a ride to St. Paul's Hospital. Anybody, I don't drive right now. If I drove, I would take this guy to the hospital myself. I don't drive right now. I've taken transit. If somebody's got a car, yo, give this dude a ride to the hospital. You could probably get a police escort, right? I don't know if they'd be willing to do that. If somebody was willing to give this guy a ride to the hospital, the police would probably, I don't know if they would be, but they can give like a police escort all the way to the hospital. Yo, there's actually blood on the ground. Like, look at that. His knuckles and stuff are all, he was riding around on the pavement for so, and this is all iced up, right? This is like hard. Like, look at that. It's all like covered in ice and stuff. So he's damaged. He's kind of damaged. His hands have kind of sustained some damage from rolling around on the ground while he was going through whatever he's going through. So there's like blood on his knuckles. I think he's got some damaged skin on his hands. Yo, a taxi, that's another good idea. Like, get him a taxi to the hospital, possibly. Uber, taxi. But some taxis would probably refuse to take this guy. Well, same thing with Uber. Some Ubers would probably refuse to take this guy, even though it's a medical emergency type of situation. Alright, so I came upon this situation like 10 minutes after starting this live. So I think this live's been going on for an hour and a half or something. So this has been going on. He's been on the ground for for like an hour and a half. Still no paramedics in sight. Exactly, they don't seem very concerned about him. One of the horrible things is some people probably become desensitized to this type of stuff. Anyone that's kind of... Dude, taxis are likely gonna refuse him. Oh, this is very real. I mean, this is what happens when healthcare isn't properly funded. Hour and a half, still no ambulance. We got plenty of cops here though of course they're not doing much other than standing around. I don't know if he's unconscious or if he's sleeping.
You alright?
Huh?
You okay?
Waiting for an ambulance. Been over an hour. They still haven't arrived.
Well, can you put another blanket on him?
Sorry.
Can you not put a blanket on
We
him?
did. We've got two. Yeah.
We've run out of blankets. If you got any, we'll take them.
Elevator
Oh, he's
fit?
been moving around so much that...
Couldn't they call more cops? I mean, put in a call for any cops that could drop by with blankets. Like, there's plenty of cops in this area. The guy's gonna get like frozen to the sidewalk or something. Like, it's amazing that they consider policy more important than putting him in a police car. Just put him in the car, put him in the fire truck, like put him anywhere except on the frozen ground. It's crazy. I thought firefighters were like fully trained in these types of... I know they're not trained in all medical situations, but I thought they had like more training than this. Like, they could offer more in this type of situation, but yeah, they haven't really done much since they arrived. Yeah, I'm gonna send this to all the... This video is gonna be up on my YouTube later on. Of course, I'm gonna send this to as many news outlets as I can. Not sure if they're gonna pick up on it, but yeah, this something like this. The world should see this. I know this is the first time I've seen anything like this. Like somebody having like a medical situation, freezing weather like this on the ground. They don't even have socks on. And we got cops here, we got multiple cops here, multiple firefighters here. And all they're doing is standing around. Paramedics haven't arrived in an hour and a half. Like, this is an insane situation, kind of. And this is Canada. Canada. What? Yeah, I was just walking by. I was walking home after going shopping. Then I came here and I saw the guy writhing around on the ground, and there was a woman next to him and she was trying to help him. Like, I don't know how many people probably passed him by as he was writhing on the ground, and they didn't even probably stop to check on him. That's pretty horrible. But it's amazing. The guy's lucky that that woman found him. And she did an amazing thing. Again, she just could have kept on walking. She didn't have to pay attention to him. She could have ignored him. But she chose to check on him, help him out. That's a beautiful person. Yeah, I mean, the world would be a better place if more people could be like that woman that helped the guy out. Yo, I almost want to give the guy a hug. Look at that. He's got like... Dude, I actually want to, but they'll probably like falsely arrest me or something. I totally want to just like go up to that dude and give him a hug, man. He seems like a good guy. He doesn't deserve what he's going... I don't know what he's going through, but... I want to buy him. I'm going to for some other people. Like if he's... I don't know what the paramedics are going to do with him. Are they just going to give him something and he'll be alright? Or are they going to take him to the hospital? Obviously, if they take him to the hospital, then I won't be able to buy him anything. But
Oh, I was there for that.
if they just give him something and he sticks around, totally buy him something. But of course, they're probably, if they take him to the hospital, they're probably going to give him food there too, I think. I don't really know how it works in a when someone's taken to a hospital. This has been going on for an hour and a half. It's insane. And the street, it's not like it's rush hour, right? So the traffic's not to blame for this. Even the roads are pretty well paved. It's not like last time. So I don't know what the holdup is for the paramedic. But again, I think it has to do with there aren't enough paramedics to go around. Because healthcare is one, it's so poorly funded in this city. Call the news, like what are they gonna do here right now? Yo, somebody contact the news. Anybody watching this live, like, I don't know if anyone's been screen recording this, send this. I'm probably not gonna be home for like another hour. I'll send it to the news when I get home, but if somebody's screen recording this, send it. Like, reach out to news outlets. Send this to the news. Like, get attention on this. This should not be happening in Vancouver, Canada. I'm trying to stay warm. That's why I'm moving around. Oh, cool. This woman's, she's gonna get him a blanket. Emergency blanket. Yeah, somebody get his socks back on or something. I don't know why he doesn't have. Somebody took off his socks by mistake, or he took them off by mistake. Hey, thank you so much for doing that. You're awesome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, that woman's amazing. Again, she went across the street. I don't know if she bought that blanket or if she borrowed it from somebody, but she just got him another blanket. So some awesome people in this area. Man, they got all this equipment, like the fire medics. Like, there's nothing they can do to help this guy. Like, what? Okay, I hear sirens, but I think that's cops. Is that the... Oh, shit. Oh, finally, ambulance are here. Okay, paramedics just arrived. Hour and a half, like hour and 45 minutes later, they arrived. Okay, the guy's finally gonna get some help. Jump scares. Okay, so I don't know if I think the paramedics are being like debriefed on what the situation is.
My name's Scott. How you doing? I'm gonna open your eyes a little bit, okay? I feel you, man. It's freezing cold. We're gonna get our bed out here. The team here is gonna get you up onto that bed. We'll wrap you up and get you nice and warm and up to the hospital, okay? Cool. You want to use that thermal blanket as well? Or yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, a little bit of stuff. Yeah, light it. Yeah, that's good to me. Matthew.
I think it's like -6 or -7. It's absolutely freezing.
And then no dark cat or anything, man.
You're gonna need to go inside and get warm.
Yeah.
Who, me? Yeah, I know, of course. All of us, probably. Anyone that's been out. Especially him.
Yes, well, he's taken care of.
Yo, and check out the blood on the ground. That's from him riding around on the pavement. Like he cut himself. Dude's got like lacerations on his hand. Because he was rolling around on the pavement. Alright, so he's
Give it one Matthew. Give it one is Matthew. There is Campbell.
alright, so he's finally getting some warmth. Ah, shit. Yo, if anybody's, anybody that's in Vancouver, if you ever see Matthew, if you recognize him, he's probably gonna recover. Yeah, like help anyone you see like this, just try to help people staying on the streets. Try to have empathy, try to have compassion, try to offer any kind of help you can.
Thank you. Alright, go home, get warm, buddy.
Yeah, have a good one. Alright, so that's crazy. Again, instead of actually ask the cops, and somebody else I think asked the cops too, to let the guy, like again, he was rolling around, whatever he was going through, he was riding on the pavement in the freezing cold, freezing pavement. And instead of the cops letting him stay in the cruiser until the paramedics arrived, they just let him continue riding around on the pavement. And he actually hurt himself as he was doing it. There's blood stains all over here. Like, dude's got cuts all over his hand and probably other places. He didn't even have a sock on. He was taking his clothes off at one point because he didn't know what he was doing. Okay, so I'm gonna warm up real quick somewhere. Then that $20 that person gave me, I'm gonna buy some food and hand it out to some people here. Or should I just give it to somebody? What do y'all think? Should I just like exchange it for $4 or $5 bills and just hand it out to like 4 people? Or should I buy $20 worth of food and hand it out to some of the homeless people here? Buy food? Okay, let's get a vote going. Buy food or just exchange it for $4 or $5 bills and hand it out to like 4 people. They can buy whatever they want. This is Hastings and East Hastings Street and Columbia Street. Buy hot food. Okay, I'm gonna buy some muffins and stuff. There's a convenience store. I mean, there was a beautiful woman here earlier. She's the one that found him, stayed with him, brought attention to his situation. So I bought her like $10 worth of food from here. She totally deserved it. She deserves more than that, but that was awesome to do. So I'm just gonna warm up for a bit. My hands are totally numb. I don't know where there is to warm up around here. Shit. $20? No, I can't feed. There's no way that it can feed that many people. $20 actually doesn't get you a lot around here these days, especially some of these convenience stores. They mark up the price quite a bit. So it's like one bag of chips is like $5, $6 compared to like Walmart or something where it's $2, $3. So $20 actually doesn't go that long of a way, but of course it's still gonna make a difference. We'll still be able to help at least some. That guy was amazing that gave me the, oh no, he was watching the Tick Tock, right? And then he was passing by and he gave me the $20. I asked him, do you mind if I give this to some homeless person? He said, totally. That was so generous of him. Amazing person. It's cool meeting so many nice people, amazing people in the neighborhood today wanting to help out. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly warm up. I don't know if Carnegie's open. Carnegie's not that far from here. My fingers, I can't feel my fingers anymore. So I'm just gonna warm up somewhere real quick. I'll do it on live, so accountability, you know, so that guy knows I didn't spend the money on myself or anything like that. So I want to do it on live as proof. Fuck. Oh, yo, look at my hands. Look at, holy shit. Oh. Hey, if anybody wants to donate to the PayPal on my profile, like that's all gonna go towards homeless people. Any money, there were some people that donated the last time I was doing it live. Anybody that wants to donate, like I'll show receipts, right? I'll do accountability. I'll actually spend that money on a live and hand it out to homeless people on a live, so you guys know where that money is going. I'll show receipts and all that just because I know there are some scammers out there. But yeah, if anybody wants to donate to homeless people, help get some food out here, do that if you want. Of course, I'll give you shout outs too. Again, I'll show receipts. I'll do it on a live as proof. Fuck. Dude, I wonder if they'll let me in one of these tents for a little bit to warm up, because I think Carnegie's closed. Shit. Hands and armpits, does that actually work? Fuck. Hey, the ambulance is still there across the street, so I guess they're tending to him still. The ambulance hasn't left yet. No, of course, I'm not homeless. We're staying on the east side right now though, not that far. Our place isn't that far from here. It's probably like 10-15 minutes from here. Warm up in the convenience store. I don't know if that... The convenience store person might actually... How's it going? He might actually think I'm trying to steal something if I hang around in there. I know some of them are suspicious, so I don't want to hang out in the convenience store right now. But I'll find some place. Nah, I'm gonna do it today because I don't want that guy thinking that I spent the money on myself, so I want to do it today. And obviously, as freezing as it is, like today, there's a lot of people around here that probably need some hot food, hot drinks today. So it'd be good to get it done today. Oh, that's the person. That person, time's up. Yo, subscribe to that person. He's still in here actually. I just saw him leave a comment. So subscribe to that guy if you want. That's the person that gave me the $20. Extremely generous of him. Yeah, make sure to show some love for that guy. His username is, I think, Time's Up. Timez. I'm actually gonna put the phone in my pocket for a couple of minutes. I gotta get my hands right. Hey, do you mind if I like chill in here for like 10 minutes? My hands are like frozen. Is it cool? Awesome, I'm just gonna, thank you so much. Okay, those people are awesome. Some people have a nice tent set up here. Asked them if I could warm up real quick. They had a fire going too. I don't think they're doing. Shit. Yo, it's so cold, holy shit. Okay, I'm kind of like too cold to explain what happened, but if somebody else saw the whole thing, if you've been in the live, it'd be awesome if you could kind of explain the situation a bit for anyone just tuning in. So these are actually toys. The stuff you see over here covered in snow, these are actually toys. They're at the intersection here at Main and Hastings Street. I think they're on the other side too. I think this was done as a tribute to the kids that are the unmarked graves that are found at the residential schools. I think they put these toys here as like a tribute to them. I know it's gonna take like a joint effort. They should pretty much declare it an emergency situation, like everything that's going on in Vancouver, like the homelessness situation, mental health crisis, healthcare crisis. They should just consider it, like declare it an emergency, and just the federal government, the provincial government, like everybody just gets together and throws like as much resources, as much money as it takes to kind of fix this situation. Yeah, and they're so awesome here, letting me chill in the tent for a bit. So many good people in this area. This is what I'm talking about. So many beautiful people, so many generous people in this area. Ooh. Yes, okay, the numbness is going away. Okay, I can get some food now for the homeless. Okay, I can actually feel my hands again. Yes. Anybody going outside, have your gloves on. I made the mistake of not putting gloves on. This is what happens when you don't have gloves on when it's this cold out. I have gloves, but I didn't put them on. Because it's kind of hard to handle your foot, especially when you're doing a live or something. It's kind of hard. The gloves are pretty thick, so it's hard to hold on to your phone when you got gloves on. So that's why I didn't put them on, but big mistake. But okay, there's some feeling coming back in my hands now, so that's good. That's good.
I was gonna bring mine down, but
Oh.
then I know with things like
And you know, I wasn't paying that much when that whole thing was going on with the guy, the medical situation. I wasn't paying too much attention to the screen, but at one point there were like 8,000 people in here or something. But anyone, you know, anyone that does anything that shows compassion towards homeless people, if you try to help in any way, whether like small gesture, big gesture, it doesn't matter. If you're doing anything, if you're trying to raise awareness about this, if you care about the situation, thank you so much. You guys are beautiful people. We need more people like you in the world. Yeah. It's awesome seeing how concerned some people were about that guy. That's nice to see, kind of restores. I mean, some of the things you see around here. I mean, some of your confidence in humanity can kind of falter a bit sometimes, but seeing stuff like that, how concerned some people were about that guy, about the homeless people, it kind of restores their faith in humanity, things like that. So thanks to anyone that has compassion. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. No, I don't care about Amazon. If anybody wants to donate, like I said, I'll shout out your name. On live, I'll show receipts. I'll give it to homeless people. I'll spend that money, and on a live, I'll buy food for the homeless, blankets, stuff like that. So I don't care. I'm not trying to get money for myself, right? This is a huge passion of mine. One of my huge passions to just. Yeah, I'm not homeless, but we've been in, like, me and my family, we've actually faced financial insecurity before. So, you know, there was actually a time when we were close.
just another 20 bones.
Oh, you serious, man? Yo,
yeah,
bro.
Man, you keep it up. Keep up the hard
Yo,
work, man.
thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all
amazing.
Good. It's all good.
Yo,
Keep
thank
it
you
up.
so much, man. You're awesome.
Yeah, man.
That guy's amazing. He just gave me another $20. What? $40. Holy shit. Yo, I'm gonna get I don't know if he wants to give his. Yo, shout out to that. Time's up. Thank you so much. You're amazing. You're amazing. Holy shit, $40. He just gave me another $20. And of course, okay, so $40 worth of food to the homeless. Okay, I'm just gonna warm up a little bit more, then I'm gonna go buy $40 worth of food. Hand it out here. Yo, this, holy. So Time's Up, that's what his name is. TIMEZUP, I think 13. Like, shout out to him. He's like, he was in the live. I'm not sure if he's still on the live. But show him some love, subscribe to him if you can. That's amazing that he would do that.
Hey, what are you doing? Fucking filming here, man.
Oh no, I'm doing it live. I'm doing it live. I'm not filming you.
I don't fucking care. You don't fucking do this shit here.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Go.
Okay.
Leave.
Alright. I wasn't filming you. I'm doing it live. I'm doing it live, don't worry. I'm not filming you. Thank you so much for letting me stay here for a bit. That's awesome.
Just delete it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was filming that. There was something going on over there that I was filming. I guess some people are getting hostile.